I'm the director of the school, and I've been the director since the 1st of July. I really believe in what this school is doing. I love being on the coast of Maine. I really like working with high school kids and watching them figure out who they are. When I decided to teach, I think my students found me to be very real. I think I could be both a role model for young women who kind of had this interest but really didn't know how to approach it, but also for some male students who just didn't quite feel like they fit into the system, weren't quite sure what they wanted to do. I have always been interested in mechanical things. I used to take apart alarm clocks and sewing machines and bicycles. And I wanted to be a train engineer, and then I sort of gave that up, and then I got involved with boats. Well, I saw the tugboats coming into the lumber mill I was working at, and it looked like fun to be doing that. So I persistently went down and applied and kept applying until they finally got tired of seeing me in the office and put me on a tug. I was hired as a deckhand, and then a couple months after that, someone said, well, let's show you around the engine room. And I said, what on earth for? And they said, because you're the deckhand mechanic. And they gave me the 10-minute tour, and I had to figure it out. When I started in Puget Sound on the tugboats, I don't know of any other women that were working on the tugs other than cooks. There were 2 or 3 women hired right about the same time as deckhands, but I was the only woman in the engine room at the time. I had some ships that I went on that were very pleasant, very comfortable to work on, and other ships that were pretty extreme. I think the worst one that I can think of, my login to do my work orders on the computer, I had to type in the B word, not my name, and that was the only ship that I asked to get off of because the atmosphere was pretty awful. I've never been very good at taking no for an answer, and I like challenges. I like big challenges, and I feel very strongly that women should have the opportunity to do any job that they're trained and capable of doing. It's very funny to me because my father wanted me to be a teacher or a nurse, and I had no intention of doing either of those things. So if somebody would have told me 20 years ago that I would be working in a school, I would have said, no, you're confused, that's not who I am. But I'm really enthusiastic about making sure these opportunities continue to be available, making sure that the discussion in education includes discussion of career and technical education. There are a lot of people who don't necessarily fit very well into the traditional educational system that we have. And it's not because they're not capable, it's that their learning style is different. And we often think of higher education as being the 4-year liberal arts type of education, which is an excellent route for a lot of people. But a 2-year education is an excellent way to train. Sometimes on-the-job training is an excellent way to train, and we have to open up our minds to see that there isn't one right path for everybody.